I'd already decided it was going to be my last night in Max's village. I was sorry to be leaving, but I was restless again.
Beware! The day grows dark, and demons stalk the gap by night.
Harsh old woman, stop your superstitious nonsense. Besides, this is the best time of day for fishing, eh, Milo?
ये
Yes,
वाला
Dad.
गेम देखना सीजे भाई कैसा लग रहा है.
Look, Foster, I use these broken sensors to make a fish alarm. It detects the fish before it bites.
Nice work, Milo. Milo was just like me as a boy, and the tech
हाँ,
skills
भाई,
I
try
taught him
करता
would
हूँ.
help the village after I
ढूंढते
left.
रहता हूँ मैं, देखते रहता हूँ कौन सा
Do you
गेम
really
अच्छा है,
have
कौन
to
सा
go,
नहीं.
Foster? How can we ever pay you back for all
ये
you've done?
थोड़ा साइबरपंक
It's
जैसा है
been my
मोबाइल
pleasure,
का.
Max. One of
Mobile का
Anita's
cyberpunk.
pies will be payment enough.
समझ रहे हो?
I owed the Gap folks so much. My first tribe fostered
अच्छा
me when
मेरा
I was
आवाज
orphaned all
आ रहा
those
है ना
years
स्ट्रीम में
ago.
अच्छे से.
They taught me how to recycle tech scavenged from city dumps. Soon, I even built myself a playmate.
I'm your friend. Call me Joey.
Joey and I were always together. As I grew,
74
I upgraded him.
जब
He
होंगे
became the best
200 तुम्हारे
friend I
जैसे
ever
तभी
had.
ओपन करूंगा.
But then,
Foster, Foster, wake up! The
74
sensors
subsets.
detect a fish. It's a big one.
what the?
Yeah, Alpha, thank you.
It was no fish.
Max, keep back! Molo!
Dad, what are they?
Max! Drop him, you...
Dad, Foster, help me! Help me!
थोड़ा स्टोरी इसका 5 मिनट के आसपास लेता है.
Milo had
पर मेरे
gone.
तो 200 हो ही नहीं
The
रहे.
machine,
हो
too.
जाएगा यार तुम्हारा
But its
182 है.
riders had
हो
left
जाएगा 1 मंथ
something
के अंदर हो
behind.
जाएगा आराम.
Max?
चिंता काहे कर रहे हो?
Milo?
चिंता मत करो, हो
What's
जाएगा.
happened, Foster? Where's my son? Max? Max? Oh, no! I told them there were demons stalking the dark.
The stalker that attacked us was a machine, not a
हर
demon.
वक्त COD और BGMi खेल खेल के
Please,
बोर हो
Foster,
गया था.
I don't
नया गेम ट्राई
understand.
करने का मन कर रहा
What-
था.
what
खेल रहा
happened?
था.
I told Anita everything
क्या
I
बोलते
could,
उसे?
though I knew very little.
क्या बोलते? सामुराई. चुप क्या गेम था भाई.
Max was barely
काम ही नहीं
conscious.
कर रहा था जॉयस्टिक.
I could only hope that with Anita's loving care, he would recover. As for me, I had to follow Milo and his captors immediately.
सीजे भाई आज आप स्ट्रीम करना यार.
I'll
तो
bring
देखने का मन
Milo
कर रहा है.
home,
आज गेम
Anita.
खत्म करना है
I
जैसे.
promise.
Thank you, Foster. I know you will.
Dawn was breaking as I left the village. The featureless wastes of the Gap stretched away from me. Night followed day, then day dawned once more. Time lost meaning as the tracks beckoned me ever forward.
हो ना सीजे भाई.
Determination had long replaced
देखो यार गेम के
sadness.
ग्राफिक्स बताना मुझे. थोड़े कम होंगे पर
Whatever
देखना.
it took, I would
पीसी
find
जैसा तो
Milo.
नहीं होगा भाई. पीसी में गेम
The
मस्त.
tracks were barely visible now, blurred by the wind. But I was sure I'd reach their destination soon. Then I saw the thing I feared the most approaching. Sandstorm. I battled forward, but now could only guess that my direction was correct. I decided to save my energy and sank into an exhausted sleep. Maybe the old woman was right. Maybe demons did stalk the Gap. For as it shrieked and thundered around me, the storm brought back my nightmare once more. Union City security was attacking. As my tribe screamed in terror, I salvaged Joey's motherboard. Taken captive, I couldn't save my village. But I survived when the security copter crashed, entering Union City.
स्टोरी
On the
बड़ा
run, I soon got Joey working. Upgraded yet again, he helped me
Full
overthrow the
futuristic.
evil that ran the city.
हाँ थोड़ा लंबा
As I
है
left,
दिखाने में, ये
I
दिखाते
told him to make
गेम
the citizens
मैंने जितना सुना
happy.
है पजल बहुत है,
Union
मेरे को
City
पजल
was
ही
no
गेम
place
अच्छे
for
लगते
me. I wanted to be where I could do most good, helping the scattered people of the Gap. I woke to find the storm had passed.
इसका बेटे को कोई बहनचो रोबोट
But
कॉप
not
पकड़ के
without
ले गए
finishing
हैं,
its
4-5
cruel
पानी में से
work.
निकल के ये ढूंढने
The tracks were gone. I was lost, and so, I feared, was Milo. Then, I heard them. Gang birds. Scavengers. And in this
गेम का साउंड आ रहा है
wasteland,
ना अच्छे से
that meant only
सीजे
one
भाई?
thing. People.
रिच तो उसका कुत्ता भोसड़ी। ये ना वो गेम के तरह है, वो जो वॉकिंग डेड नाम का गेम नहीं था चॉइस वाले, उसी का जैसा है। देखना अभी रुक जाओ, लोडिंग हो रहा है। रिफ्रेश भाई, रिफ्रेश हो जाता है यार स्ट्रीम, क्या चूतिया। जो बंदे देख भी रहे होंगे भाई वो भी भग जाएंगे यार। अच्छा
Despair turned to hope. I was sure that if I could find where the stalker had gone, I would find Milo. Then, in the distance,
सीजे भाई आगे
I saw a girl crouching over a body.
देख रहे हो क्या तुम? ये चलाने को बोले। इसमें ना ग्राफिक तुम चेंज नहीं कर सकते, पहली बात तो ऑप्शंस में है ही नहीं कुछ भी। देख रहे हो, हेल्प, हिंट, कंट्रोल, गेम्स में, सेव गेम, लोड गेम, मेन मेन्यू, ऑप्शन में, ये सब है। तुम सेट ही नहीं कर सकते ग्राफिक्स भाई, लगता है। भाई गेम के ग्राफिक्स देख रहे हो सीजे भाई?
The girl was holding a device to the lifeless hand.
Hey, excuse me.
बहन तो डरा दिया।
Who the hell are you?
राक्षस
I'm
की तरह
searching
क्यों
for
दिख
a
रहा है?
vehicle that...
देखो ना क्या है। जब भी सुनो ना, जब भी स्ट्रीम में से रिफ्रेश हो जाए ना, वो हो जाता है यूट्यूब का कुछ पंगा है, जो कोई स्लैंग्स वगैरह आ जाता है ना, अचानक से वो रिफ्रेश कर देता है, पता नहीं क्यों। जब रिफ्रेश हो जाए ना, तुम फिर से वो कर देना, रीट्राई ऑप्शन आता है उसे दबा देना। हेल्प, ये ऑप्शंस में ऑडियो गेम लैंग्वेज है, गेम के ऑप्शन में क्लिक करता हूँ तो सिनेमैटिक ये सब दिखाता है, पर ग्राफिक्स का ऑप्शन ही नहीं है।
No! Damn birds!
Wait, I just...
Whatever that device was, the bird had it now.
अब ये बेंच इनको अपलोड भाई भगाएगा पहले। चलो यार क्लोज चलो, दूसरी वाले को भगाओ।
A corpse lay propped against a rock. No way I was going to get between those birds and their feast. I needed to check out that body. It was the only clue I had.
ठीक है,
The gang birds were eyeing up the corpse hungrily. I needed to check out that body. It was the only clue I had.
एग्जामिन करना, वो एक तरह पे है ना।
I was sure I was fooled, but maybe I had something in my bag I could spare.
पाइप फेंक दे साला, वो उधर उड़ जाएंगे। देखना मैं
I wondered if a needle's pie would draw them away.
हाँ देखा, मैं बोला था ना पाए है भोसड़ी के पास। पीछे कहाँ जा रहा है साले? हाँ चला जा तू पीछे। सेव कर रहा है। इन्वेंट्री बाय, फेंक दे भोसड़ी उधर फेंक दे। हाँ अभी जाएंगे साले भुक्कड़ कहीं के बैठ के खाएंगे। अब इसको देखना है मुझे।
The girl had been doing something to the guy's hand. I wondered what. He'd clearly been dead for days.
ये तो पता है भाई, ये वही बंदे होंगे सीजे भाई जो उठा के ले गए होंगे इसके
The
बच्चे
logo.
को। मार दिया होगा इनको।
I'd seen it before. On the androids that had taken Milo.
हटा दो।
The girl was my only lead. I had to follow her.
भाई जो भी स्ट्रीम में नहीं आ रहा हो भाई, लाइक सब्सक्राइब ठोको। ठीक है मैंने हटा दिया भाई, तो थोड़ा टाइम लेता है रिफ्लेक्ट होने में।
Union City. I was back.
भाई ये सिटी को देखना, सीधे सब देखना, कितना खतरनाक सिटी है। यूनियन सिटी है जो सिटी फ्यूचरिस्टिक है भाई। उसका देख के मेरे को उसका याद आ गया, क्या साइबर पंक का। आप भी मुझे मोड से हटा देना आपके चैनल से, मैं अकेला देखते रहता हूँ, वॉच टाइम आपका भी नहीं गिनेगा। आप भी मुझे हटा देना आपके उससे स्ट्रीम से, मोड से, ठीक है सीजे भाई। एटा रखी दियो बापा, था नष्ट खराब ही जो मु परे खाइबी, मु खाइबी परे तुम रख ना। मु काम हाथ हाथ अठा अठा ही था था, मु परे खाइबी था। पता है क्या, लोड होने में बहुत टाइम लगाता है भाई। ये गेम बड़ा हाई वो है, हाई एंड है भाई। देखना कितना स्लोली स्लोली लोड हो रहा है। एरर फिर भी हटा देना यार, मैं अकेला देखते रहता हूँ, कभी कभार वो आता है भाई ब्लॉक्स वाला वो बंदा, वो भी आ जाता है। ऐसे में तुम्हारे भी टाइम वॉच टाइम बर्बाद हो रहा है ना। मैं देखता रहता हूँ, वो हो जाएगा। 1 घंटा स्ट्रीम में 2 घंटा करोगे तो आराम से होगा। स्ट्रीम थोड़ा डिले है पता है क्या, 15-20 शायद से 5-6 सेकंड या 8 सेकंड डिले है। मेरे को नाइट बोट को भैंचो 20 या 30 सेकंड में लगाना पड़ेगा, लाइंस पे लगाना पड़ेगा। 5-6-10 चार्ट आने के बाद ही बोलेगा ये। भाई ये कितना टाइम ले रहा है भैंचो। लेटेस्ट प्रोसेसर है भाई मेरा A14 बायोनिक, फिर भी इतना टाइम ले रहा है ये। एंड्रॉयड पे आने वाला था, एंड्रॉयड वालों को तो लौड़े लगा देगा ये गेम। हाँ 10 सेकंड का डिले है। डिले कम भी तो नहीं कर सकते स्ट्रीम चैम्प में। डिले कम होता भी तो सही रहता। अभी तो जब 10% का चार्जिंग का नोटिफिकेशन नहीं आ जाता तब तक स्ट्रीम करूँगा यार। अब तुम्हारा जब आ जाएगा ना वो क्या बोलते हैं नोटिफिकेशन की सीजे स्पैरो पाथलेस, तब मैं तो स्ट्रीम बंद करूँगा, देखूंगा तुम्हारा।
I was finally going to see for myself.
भाई देख रहे हो सिटी के वॉल्स, देखो तुम पहले। बेंच वॉल ऐसा है, अंदर क्या होगा। अरे बेंच कौन ऐसे वेलकम करता है भाई। तुमने क्या किया, ये उड़ा दिया सब कुछ। ये नाइट बोर्ड भी भाई चूतिया है, मैंने क्यों इसको वो किया लगाया। क्या था सीजे भाई? नाइटबॉट ने क्या किया तुम्हारे साथ? इमोट? कौन सा इमोट किया तुमने? मैंने कुछ सेटिंग वगैरह नहीं किया, तुम थोड़ा मुझे बताओगे नाइटबॉट का सेटिंग कुछ? ओहो, ये देखो ना, मैं अंदर जा रहा था, ये वो गिर गया ऊपर से, वेलकम के ऊपर से। मतलब ये लोग मुझे अच्छे से वेलकम भी नहीं कर रहे। अंदर क्या क्या करेंगे मेरे साथ? गोली वोली ना मार दे, जो आगे रोबोट खड़ा है मेरे। वो स्पैम कर दिया क्या तुमने? तो स्पैम करके उड़ा दिया, इसीलिए मैं सोचा पूरा चैट उड़ा दिया तुम्हारा, ऊपर से नीचे तक सब उड़ा दिया भाई, कुछ भी नहीं रखा।
Halt!
अरे रोका क्यों साले? जान देना मुझे।
Welcome, unregistered Gaplander.
Well, hi. And you are?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. To commence your Union City registration, please make your way to the immigration terminal.
अंदर जा। हाँ
That's
भाई,
okay,
जा
I'm
रहा
not
हूँ।
here to register.
ये रोबोट
I'm
देखो ना, ये
looking
क्या
for-
मेरे को
If you're
अटका रहा
looking for the
है। मुक्का मार दो
immigration
इसको।
terminal, it's right over there. Thank you.
बहन चो, मुक्का उक्का मार के इसका कैमरा तोड़ दो, फिर भाग जाओ अंदर। रजिस्ट्रेशन टू सी यू स्टॉकर मिसिंग किड। क्या लोग करूं? रजिस्ट्रेशन।
So how do I register?
Easy. Just go to the immigration terminal and you'll get a U-chip for your temporary ID. The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Sounds easy.
Sounds
It
easy.
is. Without it,
Ah,
you
well,
won't be able
futuristic
to
तो है
interact
ज़्यादा।
with any of the Minos devices in this area.
यू चिप।
What exactly is a U-chip?
Don't they teach you Gaplanders anything? A U-chip stores your ID and personal data in a micro implant. The immigration terminal is easy to find. What's keeping you? The correct route is indicated by these signs.
मिसिंग किड माइनस रजी इमिग्रेशन टर्मिनल।
How do I get to immigration?
The terminal is at the wall end of the garden. The correct route is indicated by these signs.
हाँ फायदा तो है,
Soon as
पर
you've registered, you can
चीज़ एक है
access the
कि
Minos devices.
ज़्यादा बड़े गेम्स नहीं खेल सकते जैसे तुम खेल रहे हो अभी, रेड डेड वगैरह, GTA वगैरह। ओके।
What's this Minos you mentioned?
Minos is the interconnected computer system that is everywhere and controls everything.
Everything? That sounds very similar to Link.
For the convenience of all citizens. And word to the wise, no U-chip, no access to the Minos devices. Not even the vending machines.
वाह भाई,
So go register.
बहन चो ऐसे ही हो जाएगा तो भाई ठीक है।
I'll be going now.
Pleasure.
साला मेरे को इधर खड़ा
How can I
करके
be of assistance?
क्वेश्चन पे क्वेश्चन पूछे जा रहा है बहुत सारे का। तेरे को मार दूं क्या? पेल दूं तुझे? नहीं यार छोड़ो, मेरे को फिर करंट वरंट मार देगा ये। ठीक है, अब होलोग्राफिक साइन।
The sign was directing me towards immigration.
भाग भाग। ये मेरे गांड के पीछे क्यों लगा हुआ है? मेरे गांड के पीछे क्यों लगा है बोट? इधर ही इमिग्रेशन करना है ना, हैंड डिवाइस।
I guess this was the immigration terminal.
ओके,
Welcome to the Union City Registration Terminal. Please place your hand below to receive your U-chip implant.
अरे खेल सकते हैं, पता है क्या वो क्या बोलते हैं उसे, वो क्लाउड गेमिंग होता है ना, सिर्फ तुम्हारे पास अकाउंट होना चाहिए भाई, आराम से चलेगा, और
A
एक
U-chip
कंट्रोलर
had been
होना चाहिए।
implanted into the palm of my
बंदे
hand.
खेलते हैं भाई,
I wasn't sure how it was going
पर
to help
क्लाउड
me.
गेमिंग होना चाहिए तुम्हारे पास। तो कहाँ जाना है भैया? वो सामने गेट खुलेगा क्या मेरे लिए? ताकि तुम कुछ कांड ना कर दो। तू कौन है साले?
He was a scruffy-looking technician.
टेक्नीशियन, बात कर मेरे से।
Excuse me.
Oh, hello, visitor.
What's up with your bollard? Maybe I can help.
You?
Sure.
Hey, listen, Mr. Gaplander. It's
Gaplander.
totally cute that you want to help.
Gaplander.
This mechanism's a teeny bit more advanced than what you're used to.
You'd be surprised. I'm pretty handy with these sorts of things.
Sorry, got to get back to this bollard. It ain't gonna fix itself.
तो आजकल भलाई का जमाना ही है यार। रिपेयर कर सकता हूँ।
I called upon my extensive background in engineering.
वाह। अरे
It's working. Hey, we fixed it.
क्या बहन तो लात मार दिया वो
piece of
ठीक हो
cake.
गया।
Dude, council sure is shining in
Hey.
my direction today.
कुछ
Do you
याद
know
आया
how many
सीजे भाई?
times I've scanned this thing? The last scan must have done the trick. You see, I'm the diagnostician and tech expert around here. Name's Hobsworth.
हाँ भाई नहीं
What can I
रहा।
do for you?
Tell me about Joey.
Praise Joey. Not a day goes by where I don't thank him for the happiness and prosperity he brought to Union City.
Joey and I go way back. We must be talking about the same one.
Well, it depends. Our Joey was kind, benevolent, generous, firm,
एक बात
resolute,
में काफी कुछ ठीक हो
moral,
जाता है।
was magnanimous,
हाँ, वो
proactive,
तो
and a friend to all
एक लात मारो
citizens
सब कुछ
alike.
ठीक हो जाता है।
Does that sound like your Joey?
My Joey was more of a sarcastic pain in the... But he was my best friend. So what's your deal, Hobsworth?
I am a diagnostician for the Ministry of Comfort.
वाह।
And what exactly does a diagnostician do?
I find problems.
And fix them?
No, I just diagnose them. Minos fixes them.
ठीक है बाय।
See you around, Hobsworth.
Oh, before I forget, I really appreciate your patience back there when I was fixing the bridge. Let me thank you properly. Give me your hand.
Okay.
हाथ क्यों मांग रहा है साला?
There you go. Your kudos just got a boost.
Thanks, I think.
Keep a smile on your face.
खुलेगा क्या ये? वहाँ कुछ है।
Error. Insufficient permission. Citizen ID required.
तुम्हारा BGMi थंबनेल मस्त है। BGMi का थंबनेल लगा हुआ है क्या इसमें? चेंज नहीं हुआ क्या? नहीं तो चेंज है। कौन सा BGMi का थंबनेल? अरे क्या बोल दिया अभी तो सुना ही नहीं। क्या बोला?
Error. Insufficient permission. Citizen ID required.
इसमें वीडियोस में जो मैं पहले कुछ है क्या? साला मार दूंगा तेरे को।
These were tough desert birds. Waving a crowbar around wouldn't faze them.
नो मेरे को अभी सिटीजन का वो चाहिए। यहाँ पे है क्या कुछ? गेट योर यूट्यूब टुडे। पुराने वीडियोस के। हाँ भाई पुराने में है, उठा लेता तो। टर्मिनल यूज करो देखते हैं। कनेक्टिंग टू माइनस। वेलकम टू माइनस। मिनिस्टर ऑफ और ये सब बंदे हैं जिनके साथ मैं मिलूंगा बाद में जाके। ये वही टर्मिनल है क्या सेम?
Introducing the new WonderMop 2.0. New only soggy technology keeps the lockdown and the floors crystal clean.
शायद से सेम ही होगा।
Now 10% more absorbency.
इनकी गांड में गांड लगा के तो बैठे हैं। इस हाल से मुझे बुढ़े से बात करना है, बैठा हुआ है ट्रक लेकर। ट्रकर।
The guy looked like he'd been out in the sun a bit too long. Smelled like it too. Sir, excuse me, sir. Are you...
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying.
No, I'm not selling any...
A likely story. Name's Wendell. Joe Wendell.
Nice to meet you.
That remains to be seen.
छाती के बाल दिखा रहा है बैठ के। छाती का नहीं तो पेट का।
What are you doing here?
Well, whilst Bruce's power cell remains as flat as a cowpat, not a whole lot.
So you're trying to get in the city?
Abso-bloomin'-lutely. Trying being the operative word.
Your truck's power cell has drained.
Aye, emptier than a politician's vows.
Oh, ये बुड्ढे के
There
साथ
was a
अंदर जाना
sandstorm,
पड़ेगा,
put the
ये
bridge
है ना?
over yonder out of action. I was told to go park for a few hours. Turned into a few days. Trying to keep the mini case cool in this heat emptied the power cell. I wasn't stingy on the aircon, mind, or the margarita blender up in the cab. A working man needs his creature comforts. Anyway, 13.7 volts drained to naught. And they still haven't fixed that blooming bridge.
And you've been sat here ever since?
No choice, until they send someone out to juice up Bruce's power cell. Someone competent, I mean.
Have you spoken to Hobsworth?
Didn't I say someone competent? That muffin doesn't know a panhard rod from a Chapman strut.
Mind if I take a look at the power cell? I'm pretty handy with this sort of stuff.
Hobsworth has it. Told me he'd have it charged in a jiffy.
Great. How long ago was that?
About a million jiffies ago. My guess is it's either gathering dust or it's being ground to dust.
So, your truck is full of mini knockwurst?
You betcha! Mini K, best in the gap. Even contains some real meat. You're welcome to take a handful. Back of the truck's open, although the doors like to play silly beggars.
Oh?
Requires a special technique. Ritual, you could call it.
Ritual?
Aye. Now listen carefully. Step 1, give the bumper a wallop. Step 2, do a little jig. Step 3, pull the door and jerk it hard.
Wallop, jig, pull. That it?
That's it, lad. And remember the order.
अरे कौवे नहीं है, ये किसी तरह के एलियन प्राणी हैं शायद से लग रहा है, या ऐसे कुछ होंगे, वल्चर वगैरह होंगे उस बाहर की दुनिया के।
The doors, they're locked shut.
Not locked, jammed. Oh, and I'm all out of lubricant.
So how can I get in?
Didn't you listen? It's a
देख रहे हो कैसे बैठा हुआ है, छाती का बाल दिखा के थोड़ा थोड़ा दिख रहा है व्हाइट पेट कलर का।
Give the bumper a good
गाना
wallop.
सुन रहा है, बुड्ढे को अपनी जवानी याद आ रही होगी अभी।
A jig?
धूप में बैठ।
Aye, a jig. Then pull the door hard.
Pretty technical, huh?
Have to move with the times, pal.
Be seeing you.
Aye.
अब इसका ट्रक की बुन माननी है। ओपन करो। ओ भाई देख रहे हो आज उसका भाई देख रहे हो ट्रक के अंदर का इंजन, भाई इंजन है या क्या बैटरी सेल? मेरे पास तो कुछ नहीं है भाई।
My crowbar could do plenty of things, but powering a truck was not one of them. My crowbar could do plenty of things, but powering a truck was not one of them.
That's right.
There was a strange smell, and it was coming from the truck.
मर्डर करके किसी को ले रखा है क्या साले? Murder of gang.
I reminded myself of the collective noun, a murder of gangs.
ओए लड़कियों, ये बड़ों का नाम, ये जो पक्षियों का नाम है वह जो gang.
The gangs clearly weren't scared of me or my crowbar.
कुछ चीज़ें मैं यहाँ पर मिस कर रहा हूँ, थोड़ा घूम के देखिए। फ्यूचर इंजन, हाँ भाई, इंजन तो नहीं, कुछ अलग ही लग रहा है वो छोटा सा। ये ट्रक ठीक होगा तभी मैं अंदर जा पाऊंगा, पता है, मैं तो यहीं रह जाऊंगा।
It was a tire or modern art. I couldn't tell which.
कुछ तो होगा यार इधर जो कि मैं मिस कर रहा हूँ।
Authorized citizen ID required.
भाई यार ये citizen.
I'd learned to think twice before just slapping my hand on something.
ट्रक को ठीक करने के लिए बैटरी चाहिए, और बैटरी बेंचो कहाँ पड़ी होगी क्या पता भाई। सामने क्या है, वहाँ पे बैटरी है क्या, देखते हैं। लोग काम कर रहे हैं बहुत से। ओए बच्चे।
Hey kid.
Hey, weird guy.
My name's not Weird Guy.
Weird Guy.
I'm Pixel. It's easy to remember because it rhymes with pickle.
So it does. I'm Foster.
I'll remember that easy because your name rhymes with fossil and you're old.
Thanks, kid. What's wrong with the roundabout?
It sucks. Stupid Mr. Hobbsworth
फिर
put
से
a
अभी
chain
स्ट्रीम
on
बंद
it.
होने वाला है।
He said it was for safety. Then he dropped the chain on his foot.
What's your story, Pixel?
Well, I'm 8 years old and my birthday is in only 64 days. I'm really good at math and I can even lift
ये
my
साक बोल दिया
sister.
ना,
And
इसलिए
she's
शायद
super
से बंद हो
fat.
जाए, मेरे को क्या पता भाई, बंद हो
Very
जाता।
comprehensive.
Yep. Anything I can help you with today?
Did a vehicle come through here recently?
Maybe. How recently is recently?
Like 2 nights ago?
Oh, then definitely no. But wait, 2 nights ago,
लेके जाएंगे तेरे बेटे को।
my brother Vauxhall, he saw this giant monster.
What kind of monster?
Like a totally huge, but not real one.
Huge, but not real?
I mean, Vauxhall says it's totally huge, and Ember says it's not real.
Well, which is it?
I don't know what to believe.
What's this about a giant monster?
Right, so my brother Vauxhall, like 2 nights ago,
इसमें पता है क्या,
it was
बात
night time,
कर करके
right?
तुम्हें वो
And we
निकालना
had been
है।
playing this massive game of
सारे के
buzzsaws
सारे
and
puzzles के
dynamos,
clue
so I
निकालने
was
हैं।
like, Wah! But, where was I?
The giant monster.
Oh yeah, right. So, later that night, he
बच्चे
wakes
के
me up
सिर पे
screaming
वैसे
about how
कटोरा
he
क्यों
saw
है
a
भाई?
giant monster.
ओए गावड़े।
And?
That's the end of my story. Don't tell Ember I
अंडा
told
कुंडवा।
you.
See you around.
Call it if you need anything.
इसे घुमाऊं क्या मैं? अबे सामने से हटना। चिपक गया मैं। चिपक गया। उफ। नहीं चिपका। पीसी हाँ भाई मैंने पीसी खरीद लिया ना 1.5 लाख रुपए का।
A sturdy chain
भाई
tethered
मैंने
the
पीसी
roundabout
खरीद
to the
लिया।
ground. It was stuck.
It was stuck.
I recognized the girl. She was the one who'd run away from me earlier. It was the girl I'd seen earlier.
ये बात करना।
Excuse me? Hello?
You!
Me what?
You're the guy in the desert!
And you're the girl with the corpse.
Okay, first of all, that guy was dead long before I got there. And second of all, it's your fault Big Steve stole my date!
Lost your what? To who?
Do you realize how much potential trade you cost me?
Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
पार्टी दो भाई ये बैठे हुए हैं कि कोई कुछ खरीद लेगा तो पार्टी मांग लूं
I'm a trader. Name's Ember.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
Mister, are you looking to trade something or what?
ये अरे ट्रेड करेंगे हाँ।
Trade, you know, tech, gadgets, knickknacks from the Gap or the city.
That's what I do. I collect stuff, sell stuff.
ट्रेड करूँगा मैं बैटरी ट्रेड करूँगा घर के अंदर जाना है भाई।
Since you're interfering, let Big Steve fly off with my deed. It'll be a while before I can make proper trades again. Now excuse me.
What's a deet?
My deed, man. DTT. Data transfer tool. Deet.
What's the deed for?
Duh, transferring data. That's what I was doing with that dead fella. Transferring his citizen ID for trading, yeah? You distracted me and Big Steve nabbed it and flew off. Like I said, thanks.
Thanks.
Did you see a strange vehicle come through this way?
Strange? You mean like that stinky one there?
No, this one had legs.
Not seen anything like that.
बोलेगा तो कौन बोलेगा?
Maybe you
डर ही
didn't
जाएगा
need
बंदा
that
बोलेगा
crazy
क्या
guy.
देखो और।
Not crazy.
भाई गाड़ी का पैर कहाँ से आ गया?
So were you digging that guy's U-chip out of his hand?
What? No! Data transfer. I told you. I cloned his ID data onto the deed for later.
What happens later?
Well, you know, maybe someone doesn't want to be found. I do swapsies.
For a price?
Yeah.
Tell me about this deed.
Simple. I collect IDs and I use the deed to swap them. At least I did until Big Steve grabbed it.
That's all for now. Thanks.
Anytime. Oh wait, no. Come back if you want to talk business.
भाई सबको
For
बिजनेस
someone with
करना
a
है देख
business
रहे हो?
interest in dead bodies, she seemed pretty normal. A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated
इधर
tires.
ट्रेड करना है तेरे साथ। भाग मत। चुपचाप इधर आ।
Ember,
Hi again.
what do you trade?
Like I said, sometimes people from outside want stuff from the inside. Sometimes people from inside want stuff from the outside.
वाह, inside
Second one doesn't
outside कर
happen
रहे हैं
very
ये तो
often since
सीजे भाई।
inside's got like everything and free. But it happens.
Suppose a guy from outside wanted to get inside.
Ah, my most popular item. Until Big Steve took my deed, that is.
Who's Big Steve?
You see all these birds all over the place? Big Steve's the purple one, with a beak full of my deed.
ओ वो बेंच वो क्या बोलते हैं उसे? वो चिड़िया।
What were you doing out there in the desert with that?
I told you already. Only now, Big Steve has my deed and ipso facto, the ID.
Catch you later.
Peace.
तेरे को मार नहीं सकता मैं। नहीं मारूंगा। ये तो बेंच बोलेगा कि मैं तुझे नहीं दूंगा। ऊपर जा सकता हूँ क्या?
It was stuck.
तो कुछ यूज कर टॉक करें इससे फिर से।
Hey, got a moment?
How can I help?
Stalker Pixel.
What do you do here?
Well, me and my brother and my sister usually live in a tribe way over that way by the old burnt down radio tower. But it's like so boring there. We come here for the action.
Action करने आए हैं भाई।
I can see why. Bye.
Call it if you need anything.
अरे यार मेरे को बेचो ट्रेड करके बाहर निकलना है यहाँ से, तो मैं फिर से कॉल करूँगा मैं क्यों भाई। लड़की किधर गई यार, इधर आ ट्रेड करना है तेरे साथ।
Hi.
Hi again.
ट्रेड कहाँ है?
I
U-chip।
got a U-chip with a temporary ID from over there.
Good for you. They're free.
Can I get into the city with it?
No. And yes. And no.
Break that down for me.
No, a temp ID is so they can keep track of you around here. Won't get you inside.
कोई ना,
Yes, I
बात
could
कर
deet
लो
that
भाई।
corpse's ID onto a U-chip. And no, because as you well know, my deet's been eaten.
I'm looking for a boy named Milo who might have come through here recently.
You're looking in the wrong place. Only boys around here are Pixel and Voxel, and the only thing they're missing is a few screws.
Are you sure you haven't seen a young boy?
Kinda hard to get lost in a crowd here. This place ain't exactly Aspiration Plaza. So no, I haven't seen your kid.
Any idea whose body that was out there?
Dunno, just some guy from the city.
How do you know?
भाई बहुत
Because I
mysterious
got the citizen's ID from his U-chip. Duh.
Thanks, Ember.
Peace.
है। इससे बात खत्म हो गया। सैंड पिट क्या है भाई?
A sand pit. In the desert. The irony sure wasn't lost on me.
पिक्सल के साथ पूरा बात करेंगे। चेन, अबे चेन पड़ा है नीचे।
A sturdy chain tethered the roundabout to the ground.
इसी से खोद सकते हैं ना? हाँ, निकाल सकते हैं क्रोबार से। बढ़िया भाई।
Yes, okay, let's go.
पुश।
Push me.
अरे घुमाओ यार। चक्कर वक्कर आके गिर के मर ना जाए बच्चा। हो गया।
Hey, kid.
Push me. Push me.
I've got things to do.
अरे पुश मी
Push
कर रहा है।
me.
अरे पुश मी क्या कर रहा है चूतिया कहीं का भाई। ठीक है पुश ही कर देता हूँ। घुमा। तो ज्यादा जोर से घूम गया भाई ये, मर जाएगा ये। ज्यादा जोर से तो नहीं घुमा दिया ना मैं तो मर। ठीक है।
Pixel reminded me of a kid I knew growing up. Hey, me again.
Wanna push me on the swings?
No.
Maybe later.
Later भाई।
Listen, about this monster.
Jeez, man. Why are you so obsessed with monsters? They're not
अरे बाप का बेटा खो
real.
गया तो obsessed नहीं होगा।
This vehicle, it had legs instead of wheels.
Vehicles don't have legs, though.
This one
बच्चे के
did.
सामने बेइज्जती कर रहा है।
Your brother saw a monster, right? You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, that it was a giant daddy longlegs.
No. That your brother's monster was actually...
A very small daddy longlegs, but very close to him.
No.
I caught a daddy longlegs once. What was your question?
Who's Voxel?
My brother, remember?
Can I talk to him?
I guess, but he's not as friendly or helpful as me. Real question is, will he talk to you? He's been hiding for like 2 days now.
बाप रे, 2
Won't
दिन से
speak to
छुपा
nobody
क्यों है
but
भाई?
me.
Can you tell me where to find him? Maybe he'll talk to me.
Maybe. Yeah, okay. You done me a favor. He's hiding in a bench in the garden. I told him I wouldn't tell no one, but you seem okay.
Any idea how I can get more answers out of Voxel?
I don't know, but I'm getting sick of the whole monster thing.
I'm looking for a boy about your age named Milo, who may have come through here.
You're asking the right guy. I remember every face that's come through here since I was a little kid.
Yeah? How many's that?
Like, at least 12. How recently are we talking?
Sometime over the past couple of nights.
Oh, didn't know. Haven't seen no kids.
You sure you haven't seen any children come through here?
Nope, definitely would have remembered.
What about anything suspicious?
Suspicious? Yeah, there was this one guy. Tall, wearing a big coat and carrying a purse.
I see. Nice one.
And his name was Fossil!
I got the joke, kid. See you around.
Okay, I'll go.
फ्यूचर के बच्चे ऐसे ही होंगे क्या? वो वॉक्सिल मुझे कहाँ मिलेगा भाई? कचरे का डब्बे के पास क्यों आ रहा हूँ?
A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires. Grabbit's independent traders. I'd bought from sketchier places out in the Gap.
Ember.
Hi again.
Thanks, Ember.
Peace.
Anything you can tell me about this finger?
Whoa. Okay, this is some serious kit. The micro actuators alone are worth a bundle. Want to trade?
हाँ ट्रेड कर बैटरी दे मुझे ट्रेड करना कुतिया से
Hey, me again.
Hi again.
अरे यार ट्रेड करनी थी मैं
Peace.
Anything you can tell me about this finger?
Whoa. Want to try?
I think I'll hold on to...
इनके कैसे भी करके ऊपर जाना है भाई नहीं ऊपर नहीं चढ़ सकते शायद से खुला नहीं है अभी हो गया क्या ट्रेन नहीं हुआ ना वो फिंगर अभी भी मेरे पास है अरे भोसड़ी वाला इधर ही बैठा मेरे को शायद से इसी बुड्ढे के पास कुछ है काम वगैरह
How's it going, Wendell?
Can't complain. Not like anybody'd listen if I did.
That's the spirit.
What's on your mind?
So all you need to get into the city is a charged power cell?
Land snakes alive, yes. A power cell. Do you want me to write it down?
No, I got it. How do I open the back of the truck again?
1, big bumper wallop. 2, little jig. 3, pull
हाँ कर दो यार तुम्हारी मर्जी यार
jig, pull. Got it. How do I open the back of the...
1, 2, 3.
Wallop, jig, pull. Got it. Be seeing you.
Aye.
But back door को मैं खोलूँ कैसे?
Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck.
वही तो दिक्कत है.
The gangs clearly weren't scared of me or my crowbar.
दिक्कत वही है बहन इसकी.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
The machine ejected a garish, beclowned can of soda labeled Spankles.
Note, you are currently at your maximum allotted Spankles allowance. Have a nice day.
अरे 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 दरवाजा खुला है घुस जाओ इसी टाइम में
By the sound of things, Hobsworth was hard at work. I decided not to interrupt him. By the sound of things, Hobsworth was hard at work. I decided not to interrupt him.
Where Hobsworth?
Excuse me?
Well, hey there, stranger. How's your day going so far?
Well,
Great, I'll bet. Anything old Hobsworth can do for you? By the way, just so you know, I'm on the clock.
Yes, of course, no problem. How are things going with Wendell's power cell?
It's in my office.
But how long until it's charged?
It's hard to say, but it's on my list.
Any updates on Wendell's power cell?
Not yet, but I'll get onto it soon.
Do you need technical expertise to be a diagnostician?
Of course! You need to know exactly where to point your scanner. See, I come to work and I pick up my scanner here, and then I report the problem. My interventions are key to the smooth running of Union City.
I'm looking for a vehicle that might have passed this way.
What kind of vehicle? Maybe I can help.
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I know it has 4 giant legs.
Legs? Word to the wise man. Vehicles have wheels.
Not this one. It walked on the sand. And it was, shaped like a dog.
Whoa. That doesn't sound like any vehicle I've ever heard of. And I've got more magazines under my bed than you can even imagine.
Wow.
It's really important I find this vehicle.
Why?
Because it kidnapped a child from my village.
Well, that's a gap for you. It's like the Wild West, but, you know, without the West.
I know it sounds crazy, but I've been tracking the missing child for...
Nah. If it's missing children you're looking for, you best try the Gap. Not here. Good day now.
अरे मेरे ऊपर से चला गया ठीक है रुक रुकना तेरे से और बात करना
Hobsworth, was it?
Ah, hello again, stranger.
About this missing kid.
Dude, word of advice, huh? Since you're new here?
Okay.
Look, maybe kidnapping is the sort of thing you people do in the Gap. But this is Union City, man. We're a proper society.
Gotcha. Thanks. See you around, Hobsworth.
Keep a smile on your face.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Welcome to Union City. My name is Greta. It is my duty and pleasure to answer any questions you may have about Union City and the local area. How may I help you today?
This U-chip thing, what does it do?
It allows you to interact with all the Minos devices in the area, as well as storing all your personal information.
Sounds kinda invasive.
We prefer the word transformative, sir.
So is Joey still running things around here?
He was, until just a few years ago.
That doesn't sound good. Hope he didn't screw things up.
Not at all, sir. Joey the Savior was a great leader. Citizen happiness reached unprecedented levels.
Good to hear it. I happen to be an old friend of his.
Oh, we're all friends of Joey, sir. Gone but not forgotten.
Is there some way I can speak to Joey?
Sadly not, sir.
Oh, you mean he's not around at all?
Gone to a better place, sir. Went to find peace after a lifetime of service. Some say he strode out into the Gap one morning. Others say he took a boat at dusk and went to explore other lands.
So who runs the city now?
The Council of Elected Ministers, of course.
I'm looking for a vehicle. Has anything come through here?
No.
You haven't seen a weird vehicle with legs instead of wheels?
Polite apology. I cannot discuss the details of other visitors' vehicular movements.
But this vehicle, it kidnapped a child.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
So you didn't see a vehicle?
As I said, sir, I cannot discuss vehicles.
But I'm sure you said no a moment ago.
I think sir is mistaken. Intrigued as I am by the notion of vehicles with legs, regulations deter me from such speculation.
So just to be clear, you did not see a vehicle.
Nothing like what you're looking for, sorry.
A child has been kidnapped from my village.
From your village? Was the child a registered citizen of Union City?
No, his name is Milo and...
Polite apology, Minos could only concern itself with registered citizens.
I was hoping you'd be able to help.
And isn't hope a wonderful thing? In the meantime, do you have any other queries?
Have you seen any children come through this gate in the past 2 days?
Polite apology, I cannot discuss the details of other visitors.
Okay then. Have you had any other reports of kidnapping?
Not of Union citizens.
What about others? Gaplanders?
Gaplanders are of no concern to Union City.
So just to be clear, you...
Nothing like what you're looking for, sorry.
Have a nice day.
In Union City, sir, there is no other kind of day.
अब मैं क्या करूं यहाँ से वो बिग स्टिक
The bird's beak looked especially vicious.
भोसड़ी वाले को मार अरे उड़ गया नीचे आना दूर पहुंच जाएगा तो आएगा कि नहीं
These were tough desert birds. Waving a crowbar around wouldn't faze them. One particularly large and familiar bird stood out from the rest. It was Big Steve, and it still had Ember's teeth in its beak. The bird's beak looked especially vicious. आसानी से साला नहीं देगा पता है मुझे मुझे इससे छीनना पड़ेगा भोसड़ी वाले से
makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires.
How can I help?
Excuse me.
Greetings, registered Gaplander.
Say that again, would you?
Registered Gaplander.
Thanks. Wasn't so hard, was it? I need to find a vehicle.
There are no personal vehicles in Union City.
No, it's one that I followed here from across the desert. It's got 4 giant metal legs.
There are no such vehicles registered with Union City.
Oh yeah? It definitely came this way. Kidnapped a child from my village.
Only Union City citizens can file missing persons reports.
Okay. I'm looking for a young boy that's been kidnapped.
Don't worry, we'll find him. Is he a citizen?
No, he's a Gaplander.
Ah, well, unregistered Gaplanders cannot enter Union City. Therefore, I cannot help.
कुछ नहीं कर सकता क्या? And
What do you do to see you?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. I supervise this area and guide prospective citizens through the registration process.
Well, you're clearly excellent at your job.
Why, thank you. I'm the latest model, you know.
Can you identify a specific vehicle?
Sure, if you provide the precise engineering metrics.
Terrific. Can anyone else help me?
Additional help can be found at the nearby GRITA terminal. Alternatively, Diagnostician Hopsworth might be able to provide support.
I'll be going now.
Was great meeting you.
Hey, Hopsworth.
Hey, what can I do for you?
See you around, Hopsworth.
Keep a smile on.
There was an empty space where the power cell should have been. There was an empty space where the power cell should have been. My crowbar could do plenty of things, but powering a truck was not one of them.
It was a statue of my friend Joey. I couldn't imagine why they would have erected it. If Milo had been taken this way, I was sure Joey would help me find him. I needed to find someone around here who'd seen the stalker.
That's the real issue, brother.
I hadn't seen one of these terminals in 10 years. Link. The evil behind everything that happened all those years ago. The attack on my village. The death of my mother. Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out. Hey, Ember.
Hi again.
I've just seen Big Steve, and he's still got your deet.
Thanks a bunch. I hope it rips his gizzard on the way through.
No, I mean he's still got it in his beak.
Well, that's something. Not sure what, but it's something.
So Big Steve is the bird with your deet.
That's right, the big fat purple one.
So Big Steve...
That's right, the big fat purple one.
See you around.
Later, man.
But how do I catch the Big Steve? Any idea?
Hey, me again.
Wanna push?
Maybe later. Bye.
Call it if you need any.
मेरा तू भी मदद नहीं करेगा साले.
You ever had one of these?
Spankles? Gimme!
Are you allowed?
Yeah. Just don't tell Ember.
You ever had one of these? Are you allowed?
Yeah.
वो तू पिएगा ए? कहाँ जा रहा है शॉट?
Looks like you're working pretty hard. Need a spankles?
Oh, hey, man. That's super chill of you. But I'll just grab one myself when I pick up a thirst.
साला हर कोई मैं इसकी हर कोई पैसा नहीं है क्या पी लो ना जो मेरे को कुछ ट्रेड वगैरह करना है.
Ember.
Hi again.
Bye again.
Thanks.
Later, man.
एम्बर रुक जा ट्रेड करना है तेरे साथ. कोने में कहाँ लेके जा रही है सारी.
What can you trade for some spankles?
Honestly, nothing. I actually have an infinite supply.
These were tough desert birds. Waving a crowbar around wouldn't faze them.
बुड्ढे को तू क्या पिएगा?
I got you a drink. Shame it ain't something stronger.
Same बोल दिया चूतिया कहीं.
The guy looked like he'd been out in the sun a bit too long. Smelled like it, too. Hey, Wendell.
Hello, stranger. How goes the bottle?
How do I open the back of the truck again?
1, 2, 3.
Wallop, jig, pull. Got it. I'll be back.
I'll be here.
Didn't rate my chances against all of those razor-sharp beaks.
कुछ तो करने दो यार तुम.
The gangs clearly weren't scared of me, or my crowbar. The sign was directing me towards immigration.
हर तरह का होलोग्राम दिखा रखा है इधर बेंच पर, एक चीज ना दे रहे ये पावर सेल। बेंच बाहर जाना चाहता हूँ यार, कितना टाइम तक यहाँ मरते रहूँ, ऐसे घूमते रहूँ।
I'd learned to think twice before just slapping my hand on something.
Authorized citizen ID required.
The hologram was already active.
What do I do with this?
Why, you drink it, of course. There are even more flavors inside the city.
जाने तो नहीं दे रहे भोसड़ी की।
Error. Insufficient permission. Citizen ID required.
इसके साथ कैसे डील करूँ यार?
Apologies, but you have exceeded your Spankles allowance.
The 1 can a day limit didn't exactly support a thirst for Spankles.
तोड़ दूंगा मैं।
Apologies, but you have exceeded your Spankles allowance.
The 1 can a day limit didn't exactly support a thirst for Spankles.
यार मैं बोर हो चुका हूँ बहन।
There was an empty space where the power cell should have been.
अरे हाँ यार, ये सुन सुन के दिमाग पक गया मेरा। चलो आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं। चलो गाइस, आज के लिए इतना ही। कल स्ट्रीम में फिर मिलेंगे और एक पजल गेम के साथ। इसी गेम को ही खेलेंगे और पजल गेम क्या। चलो आज के लिए इतना ही। बाय बाय।